Everything you need to know about Patriots training camp in 2018. The two-time defending AFC champions are back with a bevy of fresh faces. Before NFL teams get to compete on Sundays, they spend countless sweaty hours on practice fields across the country. Here is everything you need to know as the Patriots prepare to open training camp. Ad choice advertising and invented by Teeds. Rookies Report, Sunday, July 22. Veterans Report, Wednesday, July 25. First practice open to the public, Thursday, July 26, 9:15 a.m. Other announced practice dates, July 27 to 29, 9:15 a.m. Time subject to change. Joint practice dates, New England won't hold any joint practices this year. Preseason opener, versus Washington, Thursday, August 9, 7:30 p.m. Season opener, versus Houston, Sunday, September 9, 1 p.m. New England's complete 2018 schedule. New season, new faces. The two-time defending AFC champions are back with a bevy of fresh faces, led by free agent addition Adrian Clayborn and first-round draft picks Isaiah Wynn and Sony Michel. Here's a quick rundown of New England's rookies and newcomers. Advertisement. Rookies: John Atkins, DL, Georgia, 6'4", 320; Jafon Bentley, LB, Purdue, 6'2", 255; Braxton Berrios, WR, Miami, 5'9", 190; Corey Bojorquez, P, New Mexico, 6'0", 208. Keon Crossan, DB, Western Carolina, 5'10", 185; Duke Dawson, DB, Florida, 5'10", 198; Danny Etling, QB, LSU, 6'3", 225; Trent Harris, DL, Miami, 6'2", 255; Frank Herron, DL, LSU, 6'4", 305; Ryan Izzo, Tate, Florida Street, 6'5", 255; J.C. Jackson, DB, Maryland, 6'1", 198; Sony Michel, RB, Georgia, 5'11", 215; A.J. Moore, DB, Mississippi, 5'11", 201; Christian Sam, LB, Arizona Street, 6'2", 240; Ralph Webb, RB, Vanderbilt, 5'10", 200; Shane Whitman, Tay, Northern Illinois, 6'4", 250; Isaiah Wynn, OL, Georgia, 6'2", 310. Veteran newcomers: Luke Boanco, OL, number 72, 6'6", 305; Trent Brown, OL, number 77, 6'8", 380; Adrian Clayborn, number 94, 6'3", 280; Jeremy Hill, RB, no. 33, 6'1", 230; Ulrich John, OL, no. 67, 6'5", 312; Jordan Matthews, WR, number 80, 6'3", 215; Troy Nicholas, Tay, number 86, 6'6", 265; Cordero Patterson, WR, number 84, 6'2", 228; Danny Shelton, DL, no. 71, 6'2", 345; Matt Tobin, OL, no. 64, 6'6", 310. How to watch training camp. It can be easy to lose track of the action. But Patriots practices can be fascinating if you pay close attention. Which players are winning the position battles? Which combinations are the coaches using on the offensive line and in the secondary? Which undrafted rookie is standing out? Which esoteric game scenario is Bill Belichick working on repeatedly? Advertisement. We've developed a guide for tips on how to watch practice. Here's the cheat sheet. 1. Weekdays offer better access. 2. Pick a low vantage point for individual drills, and a high one for team drills. 3. Memorize the roster and jersey numbers. 4. Watch Belichick a lot. 5. Take notes on the positional pairings and combinations. 6. Grade the one-on-one battles, and be descriptive. 7. Take note of game situations. 8. Listen to what the coaches are telling the players. Position battles. Running back. Who's in contention? James White, Rex Burkhead, Jeremy Hill, Mike Gillislee, Brandon Bolden, Sony Michel, Ralph Webb. Quick hits. New England has some decisions to make with a glut of talent in the backfield and no clear top dog. White, an able receiver; Burkhead, a feisty back who excelled near the goal line in 2017, and the first-round pick Michel are roster locks. That leaves 1 or 2 remaining spots and 4 competitors. Hill served as a reliable short yardage option in Cincinnati. Bolden is an important special teamer playing for a coach who values that facet of the game more than most. Gillislee wasn't as effective as projected after New England spent a 5th-round pick for him prior to the 2017 season. Webb amassed more than 4,100 yards on 4.5 yards per carry in 4 years at Vanderbilt. It's harder for running backs than for wide receivers to isolate themselves above their peers at training camp because of the number of non-contact drills, but if any back outside the top 3 shows an anticipated burst this summer, they could eke their way onto the 53-man come fall. Advertisement wide receiver who's in contention: Chris Hogan, Julian Edelman, Malcolm Mitchell, Jordan Matthews, Philip Dorsett, Cordero Patterson, Kenny Britt, Braxton Berrios, Riley McCarron, Cody Hollister. Quick hits: New England's depth at wideout will be tested for the first quarter of the season as Edelman serves his 4-game PED suspension. Hogan is a vital deep threat if he can stay healthy, a lingering issue for the wideout that plagued him last season. Matthews suffered a down year in 2017 with Buffalo, snaring just 25 receptions for 252 yards after surpassing 65 catches and 800 yards in each of his first 3 seasons in Philadelphia. Matthews could return to form in an offense that favors talented slot men. Mitchell possesses plus size but missed all of last season because of knee issues. Things get hazier from there. Dorsett, New England's return for quarterback Jacoby Brissett, hasn't lived up to expectations and will need to flaunt his speedy promise as he battles for a roster spot. Patterson's spot is more secure because of his electric kick return capabilities, but the 27-year-old lacks the receiving prowess of some of his competitors. Britt is an NFL veteran whose team option was picked up in March. He will likely have to battle Dorsett for the 5th spot. Berrios, McCarron, and Hollister project as practice squad members. Tight end who's in contention: Rob Gronkowski, Dwayne Allen, Jacob Hollister, Will Tye, Ryan Izzo, Troy Nicholas, Shane Wyman. Quick hits: few areas on New England's roster hold as much intrigue as backup tight end. Gronkowski, perhaps you've heard, is the number 1 man. That leaves 6 men for 1 or 2 remaining spots. One would assume Allen, who comes with a $5 million cap hit, should be secure because of his blocking aptitude. If New England yearns for a cheaper alternative, they have options. Tye enjoyed intermittent success with the Giants before their own roster crunch sent the 26-year-old packing. Hollister made last year's team after going undrafted out of Wyoming and saw a limited run. Izzo, Nicholas, and Wyman represent longer shot candidates to crack the final 53, though Belichick values a cheap grinder should the right man emerge. Cornerback who's in contention: Stephon Gilmore, Jason McCourty, Eric Rowe, Duke Dawson, Jonathan Jones, Cyrus Jones, Ryan Lewis, Keon Crossan, J.C. Jackson. Quick hits: the first 5 names on this list are virtual locks. McCourty joins his brother, Devin, in the secondary, and much of the unit's success will hinge on how well he patrols his side of the field. New England could house a 6th cornerback, particularly if Cyrus Jones exhibits the peskiness that made him a 2nd-round selection in the 2016 NFL Draft and not the tortured results of his first 2 seasons as a pro. Crossan ran a 4.32 40-yard dash at his pro day, which would have tied for first place at the Combine. Lewis and Jackson will likely be signed to the practice squad. Offensive line who's in contention: Marcus Cannon, David Andrews, Shaq Mason, Isaiah Wynn, Trent Brown, Ulrich John, Ladrian Waddle, Luke Boanko, Matt Tobin, Andrew Jelks, James Ferentz, Joe Thuney, Ted Karras, Jason King, Cole Croston. Quick hits: Nate Sater's departure to the Giants leaves a gaping vacancy at left tackle. Andrews, Mason, and Cannon are near locks on the right side of the line. Thuney, entering his 3rd year in the league, is the leading candidate at left guard, but his hold on the position is tenuous after suffering rocky stretches in 2017. That leaves Sater's replacement, which could spark an interesting struggle between Brown, Wynn, Waddle, and Croston, with the former enjoying a slight edge as camp approaches. Croston will more likely serve as a depth option at guard on New England's bench. Karras backs up Andrews at center and gives the Patriots added depth at all 5 slots up front. Punter who's in contention, Ryan Allen, Corey Bojork has quick hits, one of the most entertaining battles during minicamp. This should continue throughout the summer. The two lefties alternated big kick after big kick during their 3-day showcase, making life difficult for the myriad punt return candidates. Allen has long been one of the league's best, showing the ability to boom the ball and place it. The height on some of Bojork was his punts led to oohs and ahs from practice observers this spring. Traditions fans usually sing, "Happy Birthday" to Tom Brady on August 3. He'll turn 41 this year. 1 year, offensive lineman Matt Light smushed a cake in Brady's face. 5 years ago, "Happy 40th birthday, Tom" t-shirts were made for the whole team. He was only turning 36. The rookies, at some point, go through a muddy slip and slide. The equipment workers soak a back corner of the field, and rookies have to dive into the slop while being hosed down by a veteran, usually Brady. After each practice session, a position group, or two, depending on how many players are in each position group, spends time signing autographs for fans. Miscellany parking and admission are free. Practices are on the fields behind Gillette Stadium. The schedule throughout training camp is tentative and subject to change. Fans planning to attend practice should check Patriots.com for daily updates or call the training camp hotline at 508-549-0001. When the Patriots are forced to practice indoors because of inclement weather or poor field conditions, practices will be closed to the public. There are concessions positioned around the practice fields and the Patriots fan zone. Prohibited items, animals, except service animals assisting those with disabilities, alcohol, beach balls, bullhorns and air horns, coolers, fireworks or pyrotechnics, helium balloons, illegal drugs or any other illegal substances, laser pens, noise makers, video cameras, weapons of any kind, including knives, unmanned aircraft systems, remotely controlled model aircraft, selfie sticks, and GoPro cameras. Flags will be allowed, however flag poles more than 2 feet in length will not be allowed. Driving directions from Boston and farther north, take I-95 south to exit 9. Follow Route 1 south approximately 3 miles to Gillette Stadium. On the left, from Cape Cod, take I-495 north to exit 14A. Follow Route 1 north about 4 miles to Gillette Stadium. On the right, from Southern Connecticut, Rhode Island, take I-95 north to I-495 north to exit 14A. Follow Route 1 north about 4 miles to Gillette Stadium. On the right, from Northern Connecticut, Vermont, upstate New York, take I-90 east to I-495 south to exit 14A. Follow Route 1 north about 4 miles to Gillette Stadium. On the right, key league dates: July 16th, deadline for any club that designated a franchise player to sign such a player to a multi-year contract or extension. July 23rd, signing period ends for unrestricted free agents to whom May 8th tender was made by prior club. July 23rd, signing period ends for transition players with outstanding tenders. August 2nd, Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. August 7th, deadline for players under contract to report to their clubs to earn an accrued season for free agency. 7. If a drafted rookie has not been signed by this date, he can't be traded this season. Sept. 1. Rosters cut to 53 on inactive list by 4 p.m. Est. September 1st, players on PUP or non-football injury lists must move from active to reserve. September 2nd, after 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, practice squads of 10 can be formed. Sept. 6. Season opener, Falcons at Eagles. By Taboola Sponsored links Promoted links You may like Vikings. Free online gameplay this for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. Vikings. Free online game Undo Bebel. Say hello to the app which gets you speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Bablindo Throne. Free online game if you're over 30 and own a computer. This game is a must-have. Throne. Free online game Undo Best Wonder Trip 7 Most breathtaking rooftop hotel pools. Best Wonder Trip Undo Blinkist. This woman reads 100 books in a month. Blinkist Undo Afrizap. The 20 most generous billionaires in the world. Afrizap Undo.